What's up, guys? Welcome to MCSA Car Reviews. Matt here, and today we're going to do a little vlog. And what is that vlog? Over pursuing your career. Basically, if you're going to college just to be like an architecture or something like that, or you know, just like engineering, you know, whatever you want to do, and that you're going to college for it. I'm going to college at the Ogden-Weber Tech College here in Ogden, Utah, and I'm studying automotive technology so I can be a certified mechanic. I only have 2 years to complete that course. While I was going to school for it, I was working over at a Subway. I was talking to my instructor because I wanted a different job in the automotive industry because I was really tired with all the customers and how much they, you know, can't make their own sandwiches. So basically, he knew this guy who works over at the Ken Garff Honda dealership. He's the manager there. I had an interview with him. I was talking to him as far as mechanics go and how much I was kind of hoping for a position in the service station. But then he got in touch with my instructor, and he was saying that I was a little bit green, which basically means I'm a new mechanic that doesn't really know much. So he got me in a job in the service area, but he put me in the wash bay, where I was going to be basically washing all the cars and stuff for all the customers. That was fun for a little bit, but then he moved me over to the lube station where I was going to do all the oil changes and stuff. It was a little intimidating because I needed to be very fast at it, so they decided it was best for me to be put into the to the wash area. That kind of upset me. It kind of brought me down a little bit because I really wanted to pursue my career into being a mechanic, and the wash bay was getting like very dull for me. So I just kept pleading my boss if I could just be in the service station, and then he was just making up all these excuses for me to not be in the service station. So then I got a little impatient, and then I applied for Jiffy Lube, which was a very bad mistake for me. I'm so glad I only have 2 days left there. For that reason, that I wanted to pursue my career into mechanics in the real world. And that, to my instructor in school, was also a bad idea because I'm still kind of new into the mechanics, and it would make my job harder if I was working there. So I got the job there. I told the boss I was like very oil change experienced, and I told him everything as far as what I'm learning in school goes. So I got that job. They put me in the lower bay area where I was going to be draining all the oil and stuff from all the cars. That, to me, was not a great experience at all. Why is that? I'm very inexperienced with different types of cars and their different types of drain plugs and stuff. I was trying to loosen a drain plug on a Ford F-250 with a Power Stroke Turbo Diesel V8, and it was like very hard to loosen because the drain plug was very tight and kind of rusted in. I also had this Honda Civic Si come in. I mean, I drained the oil, you know, no problem at all. And then I was putting the drain plug back in, and I was really trying to tighten it down with just a regular ratchet and stuff. But no matter how hard or how much I would tighten it, it would loosen back up again. And I tried tightening it again, and just to kind of snug it, and then it just loosened again. And what that's telling me is the last person, you know, over tightened the drain plug, and it was causing an oil leak. Sure glad that person wasn't me. So they moved me up to the upper bay where I was going to be the courtesy tech, which means I basically do what I just did at Honda, wash the cars. But instead of doing like the full wash, I only did 2 things as the courtesy tech. I just washed the windows and then vacuum the interior, and that was it. And no matter which position you are in a lube station, it's a lot of pressure, and it makes your career of being a mechanic even harder. So then I just recently got a job over at the Catawba Cadillac dealership where I was going to be doing all the lot tech stuff, and I was thinking to myself, maybe that's the better place for me until I get as much experience in the mechanic industry as possible, so my boss could move me into the service station. And I should have listened to my instructor over at the college for me to stay at Honda and just stay as the wash tech until I get plenty of experience. I was only part-time at Honda, and my boss was telling me that he's only looking for full-time service techs. And to me, I kind of made the right choice applying for Cadillac. I basically need to get my foot back in the door, which means I made this really bad mistake of over pursuing my career in mechanics. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm very familiar with like engine repair and stuff, and very oil change experience, and anything you could think of as far as working on cars go. I work on this car like pretty much almost every day because it has a lot of problems. It's a 2002 Oldsmobile Alero 3.4 liter V6. But anyway, guys, if you have a career that you're really willing to pursue for the next maybe 5 years or so, and if you're just starting out, start out at the very, very bottom. I made that mistake applying for a very high-stress job at a lube station. I mean, a lot of careers that people pursue are very different from, you know, just being a mechanic or doing engineering and stuff like that. Sometimes it's high stress, sometimes it's very laid back. It's different. But I'm pursuing my mechanic career. So far, school is really helping me, even though it's already been like 6 or 7 months. So anyway, guys, if you have a career you want to pursue and you really want a job for it, I would always start at the very, very bottom. Like in the automotive industry, if you want to be a mechanic and you're very inexperienced with it, just start out as a wash tech or a lot tech or something. Maybe a service advisor or something. But if you have different types of careers you want to pursue, I would always suggest starting at the very bottom, so it's less overwhelming and very less stressful. So anyway, guys, that concludes our vlog for today. Be sure to subscribe and comment below, and we will see you next time. I'm Matt from MCSA Car Reviews. Take care. We'll see you later.